Hi, and welcome to Extremely Late Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at High School Musical, which is a musical set in a high school. Now, you might be thinking, this movie is older than most of the people on TikTok. Why is it so late? And to that I say, this is why your parents don't love you. Some of you are too young to remember, but before Zac Efron was portraying American wrestlers and serial killers, he would co-star in this little teen drama, which was an absolutely huge success, launching multiple careers and dozens of cash-grabbing spin-offs.
She's really good. Oh, there's a snake!
The movie begins on Christmas Eve and wastes no time setting up our two main characters, Troy and Gabriella, who also happen to be professional singers with excellent awkward teenage chemistry. Disney nailed it. Caucasian America, hold on to your seats. This one's gonna be one to remember. Unfortunately, Gabriella belongs to a prolific and infamous archetype, the manic dream pixie girl struggling to receive even the most basic of compliments. Troy, on the other hand, can do no wrong. He is compassionate and confident, but lacks any major flaw. He has the overall depth of a paddle pool, and even then I worry Troy might drown. The scene ends with a bittersweet goodbye. The movie then resumes back at an American high school in 2000s, full of life, youth, and optimism, back before the terrors of randomized school shooting. And of course, Disney makes Chad hold the basketball. I won't be taking this matter any further, but I will be counting. Everyone greets Troy like he just cured cancer, and of course, go Wildcats. And just like every American high school, we get the different cliques, exactly like one of those National Geographic documentaries. There's the popular kids, the theater kids, the outsiders, the mean girl, and the campsite kick. Unfortunately, incels, a prominent subdivision of the American high school, have yet to be born. Thus, they are not a part of this hierarchy. Meanwhile, Gabriella is still insufferable. It's like Greta Thunberg going through her pick-me-girl phase. I commend Vanessa Hudgens for making the most of what she had with the
I
script.
don't want to be the school's freaky genius girl again.
No one cares, you dumb bitch. The popular kids misbehave and banter in the classroom while the others behave like cardboard cutouts. You're either important or you're not. Disney nails it again. Chad is still holding the basketball. Anyways, I think it's time that I introduce the best character hat. As the name suggests, it goes to the individual with the best character moment. Currently, almost by default, it goes to Ms. Darbus. Her lines are the most authentic and delivered with the right amount of levity. What the actual fuck? Why were you just waiting behind that signboard? Also, that class barely lasted 5 minutes. Inevitably, much like real life, everyone loves Troy because he is really good at putting the ball in the net. However, with the respect and admiration of the herd comes expectations. Troy is worried that his duet with Gabriella will make him seem weak, emotional, and worst of all, feminine. What will the homies think when they hear his sing-song with another girlie? The men in this movie, much like a real high school, are terrified of being perceived as feminine. The bizarreness of this musical continues. We go straight from whatever this is to a meaningful discussion about the pressures that students face. His father uses his scholarship hopes to railroad him into living his vision for Troy's life. But this doesn't last long. Almost immediately, we cut back to the high school musical. Oh my God, yes. We're not like the other girls. We're so relatable. Nail bed, so history. The auditions are painfully bad. Also, is that the guy who reviews food in his car? Disney understands that only relevant people, the socially endowed, can have a meaningful moment. With the exception of the popular kids and this majestic, mercurial man who is now the holder of the best character moment, the rest of the auditions are completely glazed over. Everything sucks. But credit where credit is due. Even back in 2006, even in the headquarters of one of the biggest capitalist corporate superpowers, they understood that expressive dance is always shit and confusing. Disney understand that social relevance is in direct correlation with ability. All of the extras are either forgettable or painful. The supporting cast are much better, but of course not as good as the lead characters. Troy's flamboyant change in trajectory has caused unrest, especially amongst Sharpay and Ryan. The news hit so hard, they think they're being punked. Yes, Ryan, any second American actor and director Ashton Kutcher is gonna come out, and I'm sure he's gonna love your little homoerotic hat. Chad is finally not holding a basketball. Never mind. The aftermath of Troy's decision to sing is still being felt by the herd. Suddenly, everybody wants to come out of some kind of closet. Once again, themes of hiding one's true self to fit in with the crowd is brought up, an incredibly relatable and worthwhile topic. But instead of meaningful examples, we get this guy who bakes and this girl who pops and locks. Why are all these secrets so lame? I once read a story on Reddit. Everybody shares their little weird secrets. Unfortunately, her secret involved peanut butter, a dog, and her coochie. I will let you figure out the rest. The pressure the world puts on you crushes and folds your wings into a uniform. Troy and Gabriella's singing has freed them from the bondage of high school society. The status quo is slowly melting, much like the icebergs in Antarctica. And just like those icebergs melting, it threatens to destroy this precious high school ecosystem. Unlike the real world, those at the top are actually concerned about the alarming change unfolding in front of them. Rather disappointingly, just as things are getting interesting, most of the story has happened. The rest of the plot can be described in a paragraph. Masculine father man not happy about son's hobby. Friends also not happy as smart pick-me-girl no longer focus on smart pick-me-girl activities. Friends of son who sing also not happy as now he don't put ball in net. Friends get together to collectively haze and brainwash main characters. Hazing successful, but everyone suffer. Friends then realize mistake. Make plan to make everything better. Plan work because boy appear in girl bedroom. What the fuck? Why? How? And it works? They start singing for some reason. Good-looking, popular people can get away with anything. Then finally have big character moment in front of crowd. Crowd is important as social validation essential for meaningful change. Everything works out. The end. In fairness, I give credit to High School Musical. As someone who has no interest in this type of media, I was pleasantly surprised by how easy and smooth the movie is. It has its own charm and drives home the big character moments. This movie was a lot better than expected, but that was only 'cause I thought it would be fucking shit. This is clearly not meant to be art, but instead a feel-good experience for the family. It achieves this, although barely. And now it's time for the awards. The best actor goes to Majestic Man. The best character moment goes to Majestic Man. The best female actor goes to majestic man. Thank you. Before you leave this video, I appreciate you sticking around and giving me your time, so thank you for that. I know I ripped this movie a lot, but I think it has a real powerful moral to the story. Remember, folks, as long as you're popular and good-looking, everything will always work out.